And we're live in the Thank You Hashem studios. This is Yaakov Galen, and we have breaking news out of Florida. Carol, will you put up the graph behind me? Thank you very much. You see over here in the late 1800s, there's about 2,500 Jews in Florida. Fast forward to the 1980s, you're looking at about 215,000 Jews. That's a lot of kiddush clubs. Now, you move all the way up to now, and we're looking at about 1 million. There's about 1 million Jews in South Florida. Now, we know South Florida as a place to vacation to, but what's really going on there? Let's send it to our correspondent on the ground, Eat on the Street. I travel to South Florida a couple times a year to escape the East Coast winter. There's nothing better than landing in Fort Lauderdale, feeling the sun on your skin after months of cold weather, heading straight to Miami Beach for a kosher steak, and bumping into friends with the same vacation plans. South Florida has been a mecca for our community, but it's no longer just a vacation spot. It's a thriving community that's changed a lot. We wanted to break the vacation stereotype, leave the Surfside area, and really experience the wild growth of the Jewish community in South Florida. Every Jewish kid living in a major Jewish community knows one phone number that isn't their parents: Hatala. Hatala is the organization that will drop everything and run to help someone in need of medical attention. We headed to meet some of the heroes of South Florida Hatala and find out how it's changing as South Florida explodes in growth.
Right now we're dealing with 15 ambulances, another 18 ERUs, which are the emergency vehicles, and another 3 motorcycles. Compared to about 5 years ago, we had 0 ambulances, about 6, 7 ERUs, and no motorcycles.
Listen, I love my New York Hatala. The color scheme, the swag, it is nice.
Of course, we're real patient, we're nice and gentle, but yeah.
We already knew this, but Hatala is an incredible organization, a testament that no matter where we go, Jews are going to be doing incredible things.
Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Ready, very good.
Alrighty, we're backstage at the Hatala South Florida concert.
Doesn't matter who you are or where you are. You call Hatala and they're going to be there for you. That's powerful.
It's family.
Absolutely, and people know it.
To be with this many Jews right now?
I don't know, it's a surreal feeling I can't even explain.
I'm in the back.
Yo, are you proud to be a Jew? Yes, I'm proud to be a Jew. What's up? Say it louder, baby. I'm proud to be a Jew. Thank you, Hashem.
In the back of the wagon of the way, my men are in the back of the wagon of the way.
Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem. Beyond the beachfront properties and expensive steakhouses of Miami Beach, there's a community that you may just miss if you're here down on vacation. We've heard that there's a unique community, home to an eclectic mix of families and shuls, all living under one roof in Miami. This is the spiritual hub of Miami. This is North Miami Beach. With me in the car right now is an expert of the South Florida Jewish community, Michael Ben Melech, a licensed real estate agent with showmemyami.com. He graciously agreed to show us around the North Miami Beach community. Ready? Let's do it. We got the smorgasbord tour of the community and witnessed the wide variety of options NMB offers, from Kololim to the Young Israel, a Hasidic shtibel, and the epic Chabad Center with an incredible rooftop view.
Listen, we're living in the times of Mashiach, and right now it's an incredible time to be living here in South Florida. You see, everybody's migrating to South Florida, and it's fitting that we're in Chabad. The Lubavitcher Rebbe said specifically that South Florida is going to have a big part right before the times of Mashiach. That's going to help out a lot of Jews. Yeah. And for that, I think we should have a l'chaim.
Absolutely, l'chaim.
L'chaim, l'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol nivara.
Amen. May we see Mashiach come immediately. So we're here now in the famous canal in North Miami Beach.
So not only are you selling real estate, but you're also spreading spirituality. Tell me a little bit about the project.
In 2015, I had a crazy idea to create a learning program called the Lighthouse Project, which brought all different type of teachings in one place. We'll have a menu, we'll have a full l'chaim bar, incredible dinner. And the idea was that if we can unite all of Am Yisrael in one place with happiness and joy, learning Torah, this is literally bringing Mashiach.
Can we just admire the fact that these ducks are so cute?
Yeah, you'll see them everywhere. There's families.
It's it. The Jews are having 6 kids. The ducks are having 6 kids. It's great.
When we were planning our trip down here, I threw up a poll on my WhatsApp to see which organizations my Florida friends recommended we should check out. Healing Hearts was at the top of that list. Let's go see what they're all about. We're here in Hollywood, Florida. We're here with the rabbi. Can you tell me a little bit about where we are?
We are what we like to call ourselves a chesed beast.
It really is a chesed beast. They've thought of everything a Jewish family needs when they're with their loved ones in the hospital. From stocking 5 of Florida's hospital kosher rooms with snacks you'd find in a kosher kitchen pantry like Bisley, to fresh cooked meals, they've thought of everything as if it was their own family members. They also offer housing, insurance guidance, and medical referrals. They really care.
What I'm seeing in Florida more than anywhere else is Klal Yisrael. Chabad, Sephardim, Ashkenazim, this Hasidim. It's just one big cholent.
We had a daughter who was very sick as a baby. I'll never forget, sitting next to us was a Satmar family. And the dad looks at me and he tells me in Yiddish, on this floor, we're all God's children.
And it didn't take long before we were put to work, baking sandwiches and delivering them to the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital around the corner.
It's all about that corner pinch.
All right, we're out here in Hebrew Academy in Miami to show some love to the students. Fabrang, have a good time. Let's go throw out some merch.
Want some stickers? Would you like one? Yo, you guys like pink? Would you like a magnet?
Can I watch other videos?
It's
stickers all the time.
Yeah.
Always.
The Jewish teens in Florida are proud of their Judaism. You can feel it in the air. We had a great time meeting the students and filming some content for our social media with them.
You can't make a film about South Florida's Jewish community without talking about this population, our bubbies and zadies. Before Jewish millennials stormed the beaches of southern Miami, our grandparents, who stormed Normandy, moved down to Florida to enjoy some of the best years of their life. We're here at a particular assisted living center in the heart of Boca, where many Florida natives move to enjoy their golden years. Let's go check it out.
Every residency home has their unofficial CEO. Betty made her way over to us to make sure that everything was under control.
I'll tell you right now, I'm 87 years old. I go to the beauty parlor, and there was a woman, and I have a Jewish store up, and she's looking at me, and I'm wondering why she's staring at my chest. And then I thought about it. I said, are you looking at this? She said, you don't look Jewish. And they said, why are you wearing a Jewish store in this day and age? I said, I'm not ashamed. I don't wear it inside. That's how I grew up.
Oh yeah, there you go. He looks good, Hatala, right? Israel, Adonai Eloheinu. Yeah, that was special.
While South Florida is no longer just a place where our grandparents retired to, the values remain the same. Be proud to be Jewish, love the mitzvos, and take care of each other. Where there are Jews, there is good food. Where there are a lot of Jews, there's a lot of good food. Miami has become a mecca for kosher food enthusiasts, including the Miami Foodienta, a Florida native who knows the ins and outs of Miami and its epic restaurant scene. We all chatted together with the owner of 17 about the crazy growth of the South Florida Jewish community and all the things they hope to see in the coming years as Miami grows bigger.
When I first started in the year 2002, the kosher, outdoor experience, restaurants and stuff like that, was not what it is today, at all. We were talking about some restaurants on 41st Street, some restaurant on the waterways. There was no harding. It used to be an high season and low season business, and now it changed completely.
Oh yeah.
It has changed completely. Yeah. And I've seen 24 seasons, 24 years. So I can tell you the last 3-4 seasons, it's not the same that it used to be 20 years ago.
You're a Jewish city now.
Yes, now it's a Jewish city.
You guys are on the map, 100%.
Behind me is one of the oldest congregations in South Florida. The Sephardic Congregation of Florida was established by Cuban refugees fleeing their homeland and trying to start up a new life here in America.
The Cuban Jewish community found a home in Miami after fleeing to America in search for a better life. What most people don't know is that the Cuban Jews are descendants of Turkish Jews, who originally came from Spain. If you find yourself davening in Temple Moses on Shabbos, you'll notice that they have extremely unique traditions you've never seen before. It's a special place.
This star right here is exactly what was in the synagogue in Cuba, actually. We just made it a little bit nicer and what have you. This is the remembrance of Jerusalem and the remembrance of the Kehillah in Cuba.
So what was extremely important to them was to bring their Sephardic traditions and to build community, even though they had nothing. When they came here, they literally had nothing. And they rebuilt themselves up, and it was a huge moment of pride for them when this building opened up in 1980.
Temple Moses was a treasure trove of Jewish history. What stuck out to me, though, was that it wasn't just history. The Jewish Cuban community is alive and strong. Whether they send their kids to the Cuban Jewish school, or they buy food from the traditional Cuban kitchen next to the shul, or participate in international learning classes with Turkish Jews from around the world, the Jewish people really do live on.
It's crazy how much there is to the Jewish people that, you can go your whole life not really knowing about it. We're out here in Miami Beach. We've been scheming up something very special this entire trip. We're working hard to pull together the Thank You Hashem Yehudi Block Party. We're talking food truck, we're talking merch, we're talking DJ. Let's go Fabrang with some Yidden out here in South Florida.
Someone once came over to me and asked me what's it like to be a Yid. This is This is what
Alrighty, we're out here in Miami Beach with so many beautiful Jews. Guys, where are we right now?
We're at Yehudi. There's a bunch of food. There's a food truck. There are a lot of people here.
We got a fat party going on. We got good food. It's lit.
Good evening, Miami. How y'all doing tonight? Give it all up for Yaakov Galen.
Okay, we're gonna keep it quick so we can get back to partying. We go all around the world to talk to Jews, and we have a philosophy, and the philosophy is like this. No matter the Jewish community, you're always going to find incredible things. Let's party.
Thank you, Yaakov Galen, and thank you, Hashem.
I'm always trying to find ways to be more mindful, to relax, and to take care of myself. So when I heard about the House of More, I needed to experience it for myself. It's a home dedicated to helping the community find inner peace through various healing modalities, including rap-based ceremonies, breathwork classes, and the one that I was most nervous about, the cold plunge.
So it's more than just healing for a weekend. It's a community center that's centered around various different healing modalities. Oftentimes people need rehabs for 30, 60, or 90 days, but what is there for the average person?
The most powerful modalities to heal are actually spiritual. So really what we're doing is just going back to real life. So here we have a sweat lodge. Sweat lodge is kind of like in ancient Schwitz. There are a lot of cultures, specifically Native Americans, who this is their main healing ceremony. What they'll do is they'll heat up stones and bring the stones inside. So you can get in here with like 15 or 20 people, and then we'll drop this so you get in complete darkness. You'll find your own limit. It's not a test of strength, but it's just a way to connect to yourself. So we have a gentleman who lives not far from here, Daniel Herman. He got trained under Native Americans. He learned their ways, but he's an Orthodox Jew, and he brings his ceremony in a clean way. It's kind of like a Farbrengen.
Yeah.
You have some music, some talking, and a deep, deep connection.
Wow.
Look at the Maloka. So these are very common in South America. It's a great ceremonial space. You have kind of an indoor-outdoor vibe. So you're outdoor, but it's enclosed. You'll see this, and it's a vibe. As soon as you walk in, you feel like you're transported to a different country or a different place.
This would be schach that you can't see the sun in.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So what we'll do during these ceremonies after singing is often people will
I really want to share something.
Yeah.
That was like the immediate feeling.
Let's see if we can find a lychee we can. Oh, nice. We got one more for you right here. Yes, you can't come to the House of More without checking out a cold plunge. You've never done one before, right?
I've never done a cold plunge. I've done cold showers. How long do you think I could last?
To get all the benefits from it, 3 minutes.
Every 30 seconds I make it, we'll donate $100 to the House of More.
Okay, that's reverse incentive, but we'll get you for it. The goal of cold plunge is not to get into it, but it's to get calm while you're in it. Just go, keep with it. What separates the boys from the men here are those who are not shy to take the breaths that they need to take. Slower on the breathing. Anyone on a timer over here? You're doing a cold plunge, that's it. To chill inside the pain and discomfort. You almost had 300 bucks. Someone saw your face now, they wouldn't know that the temperature, 45 degrees. All right, 30 seconds left.
Out of 10, how did I do?
That was awesome.
That was good?
You know, I've taken a lot of people through, I've probably taken 100 newbies through cold plunge, and you did a great job.
Okay, thank you.
So we'll get a little colder next time for you.
With the influx of young, ambitious Jews coming to this area, the energy has picked up speed. Contrasting the high life living of the tech bros in Miami are guys like Ellie Nash, who built a space for people to come and heal and find themselves. Oh, sorry? You agree? He agrees. Obviously, this is a place of healing. I've known about meditation, but really establishing a home to help others, this is the ultimate form of chesed, to help people heal. What a mind-opening experience to what chesed can be.
As Jews, we go to battle for many different causes. One cause in particular, well, it isn't as popular. Sadly, cremation has become very, very, very rampant in the United States, and many Jews have opted for it. The Neshama Foundation is focusing on ensuring Jewish bodies are buried according to tradition.
Chevra Kadisha is a burial society that takes care of a mace when they pass away.
People don't understand. We have a lot of Jews in America that aren't affiliated. They don't know what it means to have a Jewish burial. They've involved themselves in Western culture, which does cremation because they don't want to think about death. They don't want to think about life ending. They think they're immortal, they're above the world. It's a very Western concept to sterilize it. I don't have to deal with it. It's not something in my parsha. We as Jews understand that our life is finite. Our neshama is infinite. We have a different life cycle than the Western society. We don't hide from it. But a lot of people here are not affiliated. They don't understand. They never learned those concepts.
Is there a story that the organization has encountered that the world needs to hear?
He was talking to a family, and this woman was going to cremate her mother, for whatever the reason was. And he spent hours trying to talk to them, convince them, no. In the end, she was like, stop calling me. Like, this is it, I'm done. Gets a call at 3 o'clock in the morning from the door, was crying. Her grandmother came to her in a dream and said, you can't do this. This isn't what we do. We bury. And she said, I have to. She's like, I don't know if it was real. I don't know what it was. She's like, but I can't, I have to bury them.
Death is a topic that we tend to avoid, and we have the Torah to guide us in areas where we may be unsure about or afraid of. And the Torah says the following: the soul is eternal, but the body that houses the soul in our lives is supposed to be treated with respect and dignity, and more than that, it's spiritual. It requires certain attention, especially during the death process. And that's just it. The Torah has a process for everything, for life and for death. It's not something to be afraid of, it's something to honor, respect, and learn about.
Ziv the Watch Guy is a local legend. You may find him popping up in your Instagram feed. He invited us to check out his shop in the Miami Diamond District and to tell us about his organization called Test, so we couldn't refuse.
We're here in the Diamond District of Miami with Ziv.
I made a goal to start teaching people the watch business. Like this Rolex presidential, right? You know, we teach them how to find it, how to buy it, how to sell it, how to market it, and then when they make the profit, how to give Meiser.
Ivan, come here for a second.
So Ivan is actually one of the students of Test.
We have our own stock, we have our own, marketing, we have our own sales guys. Ziv basically showed me how to make my own watch business, from scratch. So.
Could you fit me with the watch on this outfit?
Absolutely.
What would I wear?
Absolutely.
I wore the most stereotypical Miami-looking outfit for this bit.
Yeah,
Wow.
This is what they consider the president.
This is the president.
This is the
presidential
yeah,
Rolex.
presidential bracelet.
You gotta
Okay.
get this. You must.
Wow.
How much is this watch?
50 grand.
Okay, I'll come back next year. I'll come back tomorrow. We're trying to really get to the bottom of the growth of the Jewish community in South Florida. What's it like to be here during this explosion of growth in South Florida?
It's really phenomenal. You go to Shul on Shabbos, you see every week there's another Jewish person moving in. The big businesses are moving in.
You also told me mincha in the office here, right? That's a very
massive,
New York thing.
massive
Mincha in the office.
mincha in the office. The way that we fight BDS is with BSD, the Siyata Deshmaya.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like that. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Nice to meet you, Ivan.
Thank
Good
you
luck
so
with
much for
everything.
coming.
I have a gift for you guys. When someone buys a watch, we have also very expensive bracelets for you guys.
Oh yeah?
They're very expensive. They're made especially for you guys.
I love it.
very expensive bracelets. And
I love it.
anytime someone gets a watch, if you want to tell
guys,
them.
come pick your colors.
South Florida is home to a massive Latin Jewish community, true representation of the Jewish American dream. Families fleeing persecution, coming here and building a better life. We're here at Fuego to taste Latin food and uncover the story of the Jewish Latin community in South Florida. Let's check it out.
We first met with Deborah, originally from Venezuela, and runs a podcast with the sole mission of bridging the gaps between the world and the Jewish community. Deborah invited her sister Daniela and friend Natalie to join us in the kitchen to cook. Because what is a Latin party without some food?
I think each Latin community brought something that worked in their local communities, like people from Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil. They each brought something that worked there and replicated it here, and we have a very unique community in Miami because of that.
It's beautiful to see that diversity within Latin America in Miami.
While separate in South America, they shared with us how all Latin cultures kind of meshed together into one big cholent, or I should say one big chamin in Miami, forming an epic Latin community.
We came to South Florida to investigate what happens when a Jewish community explodes over the course of a few years. What foundations are built, what problems emerge, and what organizations are established to solve those issues. What we found is incredible. From the growth of Hatala to the blooming diversity of North Miami Beach, the infrastructure of Healing Hearts, and the necessity for the Neshama Foundation. What's happening here in South Florida is pure, unadulterated Avas Yisrael, love for another Jew. You can feel it in the air, you can see it wherever you go. The growth here is a testament to V'ahavta l'orecha kamocha. Written on the back of the Hatala vans as they're driving around saving lives, that is in the air here in South Florida, Jews taking care of Jews. And we can't forget that a lot of this started with the Latin Jewish community, establishing the first pillars of what is now the South Florida community. They laid down the foundations of Ahavas Yisrael, and today, the Jews here are continuing that mission. No wonder why people are moving down to South Florida. I want to start off by thanking Hashem for this incredible opportunity to highlight the beautiful Jews of South Florida, for giving us an incredible team that was able to come together, work so well together, to put together a story. We hope you guys enjoy. We hope you spread this message. We hope this inspires you to love another Jew. Please share the video if you love it. Subscribe, like the video. We'll see you in the next one.